So that's definitely not good news for them. As for the other employees, it appears that some hirings have already been made at Super Value.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's sort of a gray area. We're sort of still waiting to see exactly what's going to happen because there's been a lot of promises concerning employment. So it'll be interesting to see how it actually all shakes down and how many people will actually get jobs. Because one thing to keep in mind from speaking with Rupert Roberts, the owner of Super Value, is it's going to be some time before these stores come online. It takes a lot of time to get inventory. They're really old buildings. He wants to renovate them. It really could be the summer until even those old city markets that have been boarded up for weeks actually turn into Super Values. So a lot of these employees probably shouldn't expect to be working tomorrow, I suppose.
Is Super Value going to be buying some of these buildings? I know that most city markets were renting or leasing
Yeah.
the spaces.
Yes, the buildings have different owners, and so certainly they're not going to be buying the actual buildings. They'll just be acquiring the land and continuing with the operations.
So what are they actually buying?
They're buying the space. They're taking over the lease. They're taking over the actual franchise. And they're absorbing the
What
franchise in a
city
sense.
market need?
Well, they're absorbing it. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be really sold for, as Finlayson said in today's paper, it's really not going to be sold for much.
Right.
I think the last
What
time
does that mean, though? It's not going to be sold for much.
I think it means that they're going to be covering some of their liabilities. Like they're going to be hopefully covering some of the severance pay that's owed to employees. Maybe some of the equipment, like within the actual stores. It's not worth much. I think the Finlaysons are losing about $20 million from the operation of it itself since they acquired it for I think $1 not that long ago. So yeah, the transaction's moot rather. I think what's really important here is again the fate of the employees, and hopefully as many as possible will go back to work. One of the things I think a lot of people don't realize is just how much airlift we're going to need by the time Baha Mar opens. It's about 30% more than we're getting now. And although 2012 seems to be doing better than previous years, historically since the 2008, our lift's been declining at a pretty reliable, about 2-3% or more every year since 2008. Although from what I understand, things are doing better this year. But either way, it's it's a hurdle to overcome. 30% more airlift by the time it opens at the end of 2014. By the time Baha Mar opens.
So we're going to need 1.5 million stopover visitors?
No, more
1.6?
than that, because we're getting about 1.27, 1.3 million air arrivals now, and we need another about 400,000. So
1.7, 1.8.
somewhere in that range, yeah.
That's significant.
It's huge. But there are things being done. There really actually is a major effort going on right now. Between the government, between the promotion boards, between Baha Mar, between Atlantis, and they just met with Delta over in Atlanta, and it's top executives of these airlines in a room with basically the best that the Bahamas can muster, talking about how are we going to make this work? Let's get some more airlift here. This is what we're going to have to offer, and it will. I mean, this island's going to have 2 outstanding world-class resorts to offer. So it's really just a matter of getting the word out and making sure people know it.
What are the causes? What causes airlift to go down? What are the factors?
Well, right now, I mean, it's the economy. That's obviously the main factor. I mean, fuel prices are expensive, so the overhead of airlines have gone up.
You mean the economy in America?
Yeah, and worldwide, yeah.
But even when things are going relatively well, we still have this challenge here with airlift.
Yes, from what I understand, however, it's got significantly worse since 2008. Cruise arrivals do great. This is such a hub for cruise arrivals, and I'm sure will continue to be so.